Guys, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button to join Wrecked by McGregor's boxing community here on YouTube. You get nothing but the whole truth here.
I got my name back, Wrecked by McGregor. It feels good to have this name back, because for many years, that's who I was in this whole boxing community, Wrecked by McGregor. That's who I was known as, And I felt like I was missing something, I felt like I was missing something with this channel, and that's what it was. It was my name, Wrecked. Now, I want to talk about Joshua and Deontay Wilder, all right? Because, I'm tired of blaming Deontay Wilder for that fight never taking place. I mean, you cannot honestly tell me that the only one to blame in that whole fucking situation with Wilder and Joshua was Deontay Wilder. Like, that's just not fair. It's not fair to just blame one side. You know what I'm saying? But that's what people love to do. They love to blame one side. It's never this guy's fault. It's never both of their faults. Every time you see channels out there defending either Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua and telling you exactly who it is, who's responsible for these fights not happening. They only just pick one side. It's either Deontay Wilder's fault. He's the reason Anthony Joshua never unified and became undisputed against him. It's Deontay Wilder's fault. It's his fault. And that's it. Nothing more to it. And then there's the other side where the big where the big Deontay Wilder fans, where they just say it's Anthony Joshua's fault. It's his fault. He's the reason why Deontay Wilder never became unified champion. Right? So that's how it is in this whole fucking community with these Joshua fanboy channels and these Deontay Wilder fanboy channels. Is they can never you never see a boxing channel make a video saying you know what? In this scenario, in this case, it was Deontay Wilder's fault, so I'm gonna blame him. And in this scenario, it was Anthony Joshua's fault, so I'm gonna blame him. You never see that. It's just one way. It's just a one-way traffic thing, right? It's either Joshua's fault or Deontay Wilder's fault, right? And I'm sick and tired of blaming Deontay Wilder, because I always blame Deontay Wilder. People always call me out on that too. I always blame Deontay Wilder. So it's only Deontay Wilder's fault. And you know what? They have a point. It can't just be Deontay Wilder's fault. Even now, Deontay Wilder has recently come out and he said, listen, I want to fight the winner of Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz. And immediately you see people turning, that down, acting like that's not really going to happen. The Joshua fans, oh, please, get out of here. He's not actually going to face Anthony Joshua. Oh, if Anthony Joshua were to win, he wouldn't face him. He wouldn't actually face him. How do you know? Deontay Wilder already knows Anthony Joshua has no chin. Okay, he already knows this. He already knows that if he lands his right hand on Anthony Joshua's chin, that's all it's going to take. Joshua's not getting back up from that. So, why would he want to duck Anthony Joshua if Anthony Joshua were to beat Andy Ruiz? Wouldn't it make sense for Wilder to want Joshua now more than any time ever? Because now, before Joshua got destroyed by Andy Ruiz, what's his name? People were always suspecting that Joshua was chinny. So after Joshua got dropped 13 times against Andy Ruiz, now it's confirmed. It's 100% confirmed that Joshua doesn't have the best punch resistance. And no disrespect to Andy Ruiz, but Ruiz was never a big puncher. Andy Ruiz was never a big puncher. He was, matter of fact, going into that, there are several guys that Andy Ruiz went the distance with that other people had knocked out, and he went the distance with. So it's not like this guy it's not like Ruiz going into the Joshua fight was known as a monstrous puncher, and going into that fight, you were saying to yourself or thinking to yourself, oh man, he has a puncher's chance because he's a monstrous puncher. He got that Mike Tyson type of punching power. No. I even made, in my prediction video, I said, Andy Ruiz is not a puncher. I said that in my prediction video leading up to that fight. Go look, I'm not lying, go look at the videos. I was saying, Andy Ruiz is not a puncher. So I was surprised when he knocked out Anthony Joshua. So, why wouldn't Deontay Wilder actually want to face Anthony Joshua? Why wouldn't he? when he now 100% knows, because it's confirmed that Joshua doesn't have the best punch resistance. So why wouldn't he want to fight Joshua if Joshua regains the titles and beats Andy Ruiz Jr.? That's all I'm saying. You know, people just, Deontay Wilder haters just make videos acting like that's not going to happen. He's going to continue to duck him. And you guys know the haters. There are several channels out here that just hate Deontay Wilder for no apparent reason, all right? And I'm not going to be one of those channels anymore. Anyway, guys, all I have to say, all I'm saying is this. You can't just blame one team. You can't just blame Deontay Wilder right now, all right? I blame Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder did duck Anthony Joshua in a few occasions, but you can't tell me that every single time this fight could have been made, it was only down to Deontay Wilder. I'm out.